Welcome to practice. We're going to begin standing today. Having a blanket handy. Oh, I don't have one. Having a blanket handy is always good. And a chair maybe for balance or for helping yourself get up and down. All right. Standing with the feet underneath the hips. Just taking some deeper breath. Feeling the structure, the substance of your body over your feet. And we're going to draw a little circle with the top of the head. And you don't make it big or so fast that you make yourself dizzy, but more just discovering the feeling of your neck moving. There might be some crackle in there. And then the other direction. Nice. And then chin back to center and chin all the way into the chest so that you feel the stretch in the back of the neck. We're going to keep the chin as close to the chest as you can and turn the left cheek up towards the ceiling. And then back to center. And then right cheek up towards the ceiling. Noticing any tightness or sore spots. Good, chin back to chest. And then we're going to look up. We'll keep the back of the neck really long and just looking up with the head. Good. And then comfortable position for your chin again. Looking to the left as far as you can. Center. Looking to the right as far as you can. Back to center. Looking left. Back to center. And then looking right. Nice. Back to center. Shoulders. Big shoulder roll. Shoulders up. Shoulders back. Noticing the feeling of the joint in your practice. So sometimes when we move, it feels like there's rocks in there or gravel. The potholes. We have a lot of those in the Dungogshire where I live. Okay, up and forward now. Going to keep the hips facing forward. So come back to center and empty sleeve, turning your ribs and letting your arms be empty. Notice what it feels like to breathe here where we're moving the ribs. A little bit harder to concentrate on that deep breath. Beautiful. Back to center. And then we're going to roll forward and let your body be heavy like a bean bag and just hang forward. Good. And we're going to sway just a little bit from side to side. Again, doesn't have to be a very big movement. Swaying your torso, finding a little more stretch or a little more resistance. And then center yourself and rolling up. Just letting yourself feel nice and heavy. Good, shoulders up, shoulder blades down. Beautiful. And rolling forward again, chin to the chest. Rolling the whole spine. Upper body nice and relaxed and heavy. This time,
walk your hands a little bit further. So either down your legs and look forward, or out in front and look forward. And then start to straighten one leg and then you can again make a delicate movement or exaggerated movement. What feels good. Beautiful. Back to center, rolling up. Nice and heavy. Great. We're going to take the arms up now for Urdhva Hastasana. We're going to face the palms forward, and you can feel that makes the armpits broader, across the front of the ribs broader, tailbone reaching down, front of the hips lifting, stretch out through all of your fingers. Beautiful. Take the arms out to the side. So palms stay facing forward. And try to keep reaching the back of your hands back until they're at your shoulder height. Did that force a sway into the lower back? It does for me when I do that movement. So just be conscious of keeping the lower back long. Keep lifting the front of the leg, drawing the front core in to support the back body. Nice. And then we're going to bring the palms into Namaste and bend your knees into Utkatasana, powerful pose. So the feet are hip width and parallel, the legs are parallel, and we're squeezing the tummy towards the spine, drawing the shoulder blades down and looking. Good. We're going to lift up onto the ball of the right foot and draw a circle with your right knee. A little bit awkward, just making room where you can. And what I want you to do is try and get the joints of your right foot to really move. So use it as an opportunity to massage the right foot. And other direction. Okay, and then we're going to lift up onto the ball of the left foot and make some nice big circles. Holding the core of the body stable. Pressing the palms, drawing the shoulder blades down. Other direction, try to get the joints of your feet mobilized. Nice. And then back to both feet on the floor, but we're going to lift up onto the balls of both feet and then try and make little circles with your knees. Ooh. Good. And then we're going to release the arms and relax more in the upper body and follow with your upper body so that the movement of your upper body, you can put your arms out, is a nice counterweight to where you're going with your knees. Good. And then the other direction. Nice and relaxed in your upper body, stable or wobbly as the case may be. And heels back down onto the floor. Good work. All right. Legs are parallel, feet are hip width parallel. Nice work. We're going to take the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, palms forward. Reach the arms out to the side, palms reaching back. Nice work. And we're going to reach the torso forward into a forward bend. Keep lifting the back of the hands. Draw the shoulder blades back. Look forward like an airplane. Lifting the back of the hands. Straightening your leg. Nice work. Release your arms now, so put them to hold your legs or hold the floor, and try to embed the bones of your spine forward, looking forward. Good. And let's take the arms up now by your sides, so parallel to the sides of your torso, palms up, so the arms are behind you now. Looking forward. Good. Legs are still stretching, lifting the kneecap. Bend your knees and inhale. And coming up. Urdhva Hastasana, palms forward, chest is broad, beautiful, and then releasing. All right, we're going to bring the hands onto the belly. Close your eyes and bring your focus to your breath. Feel that your legs are holding you strongly. So the kneecaps are lifting, the quadriceps are lifting. Feel the belly lift and the breastbone lift. So there's lots of room for the breath. We're going to take some deep breaths. Feel and hear the flow of your. Great. And we're going to stay tuned into that flow and come to the front of your mat now. And if you like to have a chair handy for stepping forward and back on the mat, then have the seat of the chair facing you. So you can put your hands on the chair instead of the floor. Otherwise, just using your mat. Feet are hip width, legs are parallel, and we're going to find the flow of the breath. And on your next inhalation, take the arms up. We're going to face the palms forward for this sequence and just get the feeling of that in the chest and armpit. As you exhale, Uttanasana. Sorry, I'll clarify. So we're just facing the palms forward when you take your arms overhead. So here, Uttanasana, put your hands where it makes sense, on your leg, the floor, or the chair. Looking forward. Feeling the flow of your breath. Good. We're going to walk the hands as far as you can over to your left side. So if you're using the chair, you might reach your right arm around the back of the chair. If your hands are on the floor, reach your right hand as far to the left as you can. Keep your neck relaxed. Good. And then coming back to center and reach your hands over to the right side. So you want to reach your left hand as far as you can. Good. And then back to center, hands on your support. Step your right foot back and then your left foot back for downward facing dog pose. Pressing your heels. So obviously here, the palms are facing forward, the same as we did when we stood up and turned the palms forward. So feel how the armpits are broad. Let your head just hang down and feel that flow of breath moving the chest to the ribs. Releasing the bones of the spine forward, pressing the heels. Good. And then we're going to step forward with the right foot. So you can do little steps forward if you can't do a big lunge movement forward, but come back into Urdhva Hastasana. So roll up and take your arms up, palms forward. Good. And then Tadasana. And excuse me for 1 second while I turn my heater off. It's now hot here. Tadasana, mountain pose. Urdhva Hastasana, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Good. This time in Uttanasana, we're going to take the arms up again beside your torso, so palms up, looking forward. Reach the fingertips back. Make more distance from your ears to your shoulders. Nice. Bring your hands back onto your support and step your left foot back and your right foot back. Downward facing dog pose. Okay, fingers wide. It's a good opportunity to straighten them out. Press your fingerprints, pressing your heels, lifting your sit bones. Ah, how beautiful is this posture? So your hands might be on a chair with your feet back or on the floor here. We're going to bring the shoulders forward so you're in a plank position. And if your feet are too close to your hands, then your bottom sticks up. So that's how I landed. So I'm going to take my feet back and bring the hips in line with the shoulders and the heels and really lift powerfully the front core of your body here. So feeling stable and feel that flow of breath. Nice work. Press the hips back up and back and press the heels down. Now you can take little steps to come forward or one big step. Whoops, wrong foot. With your right foot forward. And then stepping forward into Uttanasana. And then Urdhva Hastasana. And we're going to take the palms forward here. So notice the arm position is the same as we do for downward facing dog pose. So see if you can connect to that spacious feeling across the chest and the armpits. But shoulders down and back of the neck relaxed. Make more space, more distance from the ears to the shoulders. Breathing. Connecting to that flow. Beautiful. Tadasana, and the palms out. The upper arms out, and then the palms in. Ah. Palms up, palms forward, Urdhva Hastasana, Uttanasana. Big step back, right foot, lunge position. So bring the hip towards the floor, press the heel back. And we've still got those strong straight fingers, bones of the spine pressing forward, looking forward. And then stepping the left foot back, downward facing dog pose. We're going to bring the right knee to almost touch the right wrist and then step back. So this is going to be moving from side to side. Left knee to almost touch the left wrist or in that direction. And then bring the feet back, hip width parallel. Downward facing dog pose. Right knee, right wrist. So strong, straight fingers. Press your fingerprints down. Bring the right foot back. Let the neck relax. Feel the flow of your breath. Left knee, left wrist. Bring it back. And one more. Right knee, right wrist. And left knee, wrist. And we're going to take a big step forward or little steps forward into a lunge position. Long lunge. Drop the hips, lift the breastbone. And then stepping forward, Uttanasana, Urdhva Hastasana, palms facing forward. and Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, palms forward. Uttanasana. Stepping back with the left foot this time. Nice long lunge. Hands down onto the floor. Stepping back with the right foot. Downward facing dog pose. Plank position. So if you bring your shoulders forward over the wrists, we're trying to get a straight line from the shoulders, through the hips to the heels, lifting the front belly. Now you can modify this by putting your knees on the floor if you feel it's just too strong. But we're going to try and do that right knee, right wrist from the plank position. Left knee, left wrist, right knee, right wrist. Left. Trying to find the flow of the breath. Downward facing dog pose. And then the right foot is going to step forward into that long lunge. And then Uttanasana. And then Urdhva Hastasana. Arms facing forward. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Right foot back. Long lunge. Left foot back. We're going to take the knees to the floor and make spinal wave movements. So moving the elbows and the knees as you need to get the spine to move forward and back. Finding your supple, subtle movement all the way along the spine. There's another direction. Oh, see if you can reverse it. Tuck the toes under. Come up into downward facing dog pose. Beautiful. Now we're going to step the right foot forward. Long lunge. And then Uttanasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Palms facing forward. More space between your shoulders and your ears. Tadasana. Feeling the flow of breath. Beautiful. Step out whichever foot brings you to see your device and allows you to face a long edge of your mat. Great. We're going to turn the right foot out at 90 degrees. So we're in a sort of trikonasana leg position. And we're going to practice a little bit our balancing into Ardha Chandrasana. So if you know you need a chair, the back of a chair could be sort of in the vicinity of your right foot. That will help you balance. Wiggle the hips from side to side. So just trying to get familiar with where your limit of movement is, where there's nice resistance, stretch available. Okay, we're going to be trying to balance on the right foot, the one that's parallel to the edges of the mat. And what I'm going to get you to do is just little light hops with your back foot in a little bit closer until you're close enough with your left leg to feel that you could take the weight on your right leg. Now you might need to keep your left tiptoes on the floor. You might have your hand on your chair. It might be on the seat of the chair rather than the back of the chair. But see if you can balance on your right foot. And we'll lift the left leg up behind. Nice. We're going to keep a nice straight line through the spine and the left leg. You can point your toes or you can dorsiflex your toes. That's going to be a little stronger. And then see how far you can tip your torso, keeping your balance. You might be able to bring your torso and your leg parallel to the floor. Good. And then we're going to come back. Bring your left leg back onto the floor. Nice work. Swapping sides. So let's start with the feet in a trikonasana position, so about your own leg length distance. Hands at the hips and just swinging your hips from side to side, or lifting the right hip and then lifting the left hip. And you'll find some resistance, some nice opportunity for discovering a little bit more movement. As much as you can, we're trying to keep the front of the body parallel to that long edge of the mat. Good. All right, so we're a little mobile now in the hips. We want to balance on the left foot. The left foot is parallel to the edges of the mat. And let's see, if you hop, just lightly hop your back foot in closer and closer until you're in a position where you can balance on your left foot, then you might need to keep your right toes on the floor and just lift them lightly to test your balance. Or you may be able to lift the right leg up away from the floor, rolling the right hip back. And we want to keep a nice straight line through the spine and the right leg. Good. Maybe you can even tip the torso closer to the floor. Keep your balance. Just always can land back on your back leg. You can point your toes or you can dorsiflex them. Good. And then we're going to land lightly back on the back leg and come to turn to the front. Bring the feet underneath the hips. Tadasana. Hop heavily or jump heavily or stamp your feet out to about your own leg length. Turn your right toes out, your left toes in. Now we're going to bring our hands down onto the floor, and that means the torso is at an angle to the legs rather than in line with the legs. But let's just keep bending the right knee, bending and straightening, and warming up that movement again of the hips, the right leg, with the hands on the floor to support. All right, walk your hands towards the left and swing your right toes in. So we're going to swap feet. Turn your left toes out. So your hands are under your chest, and then we start to bend and straighten the left leg. It's a nice preparation for those deeper standing poses. Good. Turn the left toes in, walk the hands back over to the right side, turn the right toes out. Bend deeply in your right leg, right knee, so the thigh is almost parallel to the floor. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the torso, bring the arms out from the shoulders for Virabhadrasana 1. We're going to turn the palms up to start with and drop the hips a little bit lower. making a little bit more space from your ears to your shoulders. Nice work. All right. Bring your hands onto your hips. And we're going to try and do that half moon preparation again. You'll be a little bit more warmed up. So let's see. And the idea is to dance, hop, however it works. Bring that left leg in a little bit closer so that you can balance on your right foot. And your right foot is parallel to the long edges of your mat. If you feel safer keeping your tiptoes on the floor, that's fine. We're going to roll back the left hip. Nice. Or you might be able to lift that leg up off the floor. You can keep your hands at your hips, or you can bring them out from your shoulders, palms facing forward like an airplane. Taking the left hip back, the left ribs back. When you land your left foot back, whoa. I was going to say try to do that with intention, but I kind of fell into it. All right, let's go to the second side. Let's see, put the feet back so they're about a little bit longer than your leg is long. Bend your knees and put your hands on the floor. Walk your hands over to the left side. Turn your left foot out, your right toes in. So just be comfortable with your upper body position to start with, and experiment with bending your left leg a little bit more. So bending and straightening the left leg. Warming up the hip joints, just discovering what is possible and what would be advisable to not do, listening to your body. Okay, love that. Now bend your left knee as much as you can. Great, and we're going to lift up. So really employ the core of your body, feeling nice and strong in your torso, palms up, Virabhadrasana 2, with the palms up, and the chest broad, and the flow of breath evident, and space from your ears to your shoulders, reaching. Nice work. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay, how do we balance on that left foot? So just feel it in your body and start to wiggle in your back foot. Little hops if you can. Just finding your balance. Good. Now you can always keep your tiptoes on the floor if you need to. And we're going to roll back the right hip. So now we're bringing the torso in line with the legs. If you find you have your balance, you can try adding the arms into the mix, reaching from the chest, palms facing forward. Reach the back of the hands back. Keep distance between your ears and your shoulders. Tipping the torso towards the floor. You can always just land back into your back foot. With intention, landing and feet underneath the hips. Tadasana. Nice work. We're going to take a seat, and sitting, I don't have my blanket today, I've got a bolster. Sitting on a blanket, sitting on anything that gives you just a little bit of height from the floor. So legs in a simple cross-legged position. We're going to take the arms out from the shoulders, reach the back of the hands back, and make Garudasana arms. So we're going to do right upper arm over the left and hold your shoulders. With your hands holding your shoulders, you can get your elbows to cross further over each other. And shoulder blades down. And breathing deeply. Into the back ribs. Good. Some people can hold the thumb or face the palms here. Do what feels all right for your shoulders. I'm just going to hold my shoulders today. Draw the bones of your spine forward. Make a little back bend and looking up. And then we're going to explore forward bending, but not so the spine makes a hunchback shape. We're trying to keep the bones forward. And then lifting back up. Letting your arms unfurl and reaching them out to the side. And then the left over the right. And holding your shoulders and seeing if you can cross your elbows a little bit further. Drawing the shoulder blades down. Feeling the flow of your breath. Very nice. Giving yourself a big hug. And then some people can take this further and maybe hold the thumb or face the palm. We'll press the bones of the spine forward, looking up. Good. And another little forward bend. Just exploring. Where does the body resist? Appreciating that. Where does it feel easy to move? Coming back up. And release. Beautiful. Let's take the legs the opposite cross, so the other leg on top. One off my shoulder. Good. And we're going to make a big circle with the whole spine. And it's as if you're drawing a circle, a halo for yourself above your head. So the whole spine is moving. So we're moving around the pelvis. And then the other direction. Circles can be whatever size feels good. Just try to avoid making yourself dizzy. So take it slow. Great. And then we're going to lay down. Arms overhead. Just as we've been doing with the palms facing up. And we're going to relax here with the legs in neutral. So bent, feet on the floor, hip width parallel, legs parallel. Letting the shoulders relax, neck and throat. Bring the soles of the feet together now and the knees out wide into Baddha Konasana. And again, relax. Face, throat, shoulders, arms and armpits. Feel the rib cage move with the breath. That energetic flow through the body. Releasing your arm and bring the legs back up, the knees back up. And we're going to put the right thigh over, the left thigh over the right thigh. Lift your hips and swing your knees to the right. keep your left shoulder blade on the floor and you can face in that direction. And again, feeling the flow, breath. Letting go where you can let go. Use your core awareness so when you lift your legs, plenty of support for your spine. Undoing your leg, right leg over the left, and lift your hips. They swing right, knees go left, and right. Shoulder blade stays down, looking over the right shoulder. Ah. Beautiful. Coming back up to center. Hug your knees in and rock a little bit from side to side. And if you need to finish your practice now, you're going to roll to your right and come up to sitting. You might be able to put your legs out straight and stay in your own little shavasana. Lucky you. You need to finish now and finding a seat. Hands in front of your heart. Take the feeling of the practice with you. Namaste.